So here's Angelica, my beach ball girlfriend, right? So yesterday I was playing with her, and then I was playing with her in my room, my beach ball. Angelica wants me to hold her, touch her, and love her. I said yes.
Part of what I'm feeling is counterbalancing my gratitude for you having me on the show, which is my fury for you putting me in this position all the time. All bad shit.
Hi, I'm Dr. Drew, and this is Dr. Drew After Dark. Please be advised that Dr. Drew After Dark may contain sexually oriented content and be unsuitable for young children.
And everybody, welcome to After Dark. Me and Paucescu are having a good time.
I love my name.
And keep us with the emails at drdrew.com, drdrewafterdark@gmail.com and 818-253-1693 for the voice messages. And more little hot Nazi talk here.
Yes, hot Nazi topics. Hot Nazi topics.
It goes between gum disease.
I don't like that.
Dictatorship.
Yeah.
And cool guys.
You said you had some thoughts from the last episode.
Oh, I first of all wanted to thank you.
Yeah.
I wanted to thank you and Tom. I literally, one of the things I woke up with yesterday morning before feeling worthless last week was how grateful I am that you guys asked me to be a part of this and what it would be like without it. I suddenly was like overcome with gratitude.
Oh my gosh. Can I tell you that we on the regular go, how great is it working with Dr. Drew and how sweet and easy you are? Nadav, yes or no? Is this truth?
Literally the easiest person I've ever worked with in my career.
That's very kind, but that's different than the feeling I'm feeling, which is like you saved my life.
Oh, really?
Like this really, I don't know what this whole COVID thing would have been like without you guys and without the moments of relief that I get from coming in here and being silly.
I am honored that I could be something like that for you. It's an honor. Because listen, you provided me with years of entertainment and knowledge and education. Like since I was like 13 years old. Dude, I'm talking K-Rock back in the day, Poor Man, Loveline, Youth Corolla, Celebrity Rehab, greatest show ever. So many years. So this is awesome.
Yeah, they should bring Celebrity Rehab back, don't you think?
It should be on nonstop, and I don't think there's a shortage of celebrities who need rehab.
We got stuff to do. And it's changed a lot too, the way we do treatment and stuff. It'd be very interesting to sort of update it all.
But I want to see more. I don't want it to be
more of the treatment?
Everything. I want to see therapy. I want to see everything.
So let me tell you what we would do this time is we would, and we used to say this because I'd finish my groups. We do groups for 2.5 hours every day.
I'd watch it all.
Right. So I'd come out of groups and the director would just go, oh my God, if people could see these, just if we could just put these up, it'd be people would never stop watching. And I thought, well, now we can just put it on a digital version and you just watch it. We'll maybe put it up even live while we're filming the show or something. Who knows? So you could really sit through the actual treatment. And in the therapy sessions, we maybe do a little more of that on TV. Therapy's a little boring too. The groups are interesting.
Love it. The group stuff was the best.
Yeah.
And watching how other people react and freak out. I'm fascinated by that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's do it.
As much as I feel gratitude for you saved my life here, you have also caused the most disturbing symptom I've ever had of the despair and misery that this COVID is. And that is the preoccupation I have with the 90-Day Fiancé.
Yes, you're still there.
That is your fault.
You're there.
You hooked me on it.
Good.
It was, I didn't realize it was heroin you were giving me.
Yeah.
And now it's pathetic.
Yeah.
And the reason I thought of it is because we were talking about therapy on TV, and in Darcy and Stacy last night, the therapist did a shitty job, and I was commenting on it, and I thought, that's not how you do this. That was certainly not how you do it on TV.
So tell me what your critique was. Tell me.
She was clearly, I had two different...
Please bring up Darcy and Stacy, because I think it's a lesbian, those young girls.
No, twins.
Darcy is...
Twins.
Twins. Those two, the blondes with the lips and the thing.
Yes.
Oh boy, those two are so nutty.
Yeah.
She's one who's like, nobody's good enough for me.
Well, what happened was, so this therapist was sort of going down the cognitive path, and I'm thinking, first of all, now I know the cognitive behavioral therapy doesn't work on TV, number one. But number two, it was so cognitive and so detached and so lacked of empathy and insight. She got to the fact where the crazy one, Darcy on the left, told a whole story about, you know, they were like, why these abandoning men, right? Okay. How was your relationship with your dad? No, duh. Dad was never around. But who raised you? My older brother, who just died in his 20s. And it's like, oh, you see, huh? Anyway, let's move on. It's like, I was like, oh my God, that's you're gonna have to spend a year there with this to mine what's going on with this poor woman. So that disturbed me. It actually disturbed me.
The therapist just blew over the loss of the brother.
Like there you say it, what are you gonna do? It's like the woman was deeply, clearly overwhelmed by the feelings. Yeah. And I thought, oh well, this needs to be regulated, and this will take 3 years maybe.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah.
Because Darcy and the sister...
And the therapist just went to, you see, you just got to learn to love yourself. And I'm like, oh, God, that is not therapy anymore.
Learning to love yourself, first of all, people who don't have that self-love, just saying that shit to people, it enraged me when people would be like, you need to have self-care or self-esteem. And
anything cognitive is... Anything cognitive, unless it's reiterated 1,000 times, doesn't really...
It doesn't resonate.
I mean, what I used to use it for cognitive insight was to say, well, there it is. Now we need to go work there for another couple of years. But you see it. There it is. Let's look at it. Okay. Put it back because it's not too much for you, but we'll get to the point where we can really get into the emotions around that.
The feelings are the hard part to get to.
Yes. And as the feelings, and the feelings have layers and layers and layers. And each time you...
I know. I mean, you're talking to someone who's been in therapy for a decade, and I'm still like...
But what's so fascinating as you're able to experience the phenomenon differently, you literally are looking at it from a different place.
Yeah.
It's like you're a different person.
It's 100 different. Yeah, right. Different. Yeah.
And you can't do that by going, you see what the insight, you see what you're, that's a nothing. That's a zero. That's not real change. So
now let's talk about Darcy and the state. If you could just bring up the image of those two women, because I think what's interesting, and I've always wanted to do...
Go back to the previous page. I want to look. Oh, no, I beg your pardon. I mean, go down.
They look fucking crazy.
That picture right there in the left upper. That one. Give us that one. Okay.
So she's been on the show a million times. They're always trying to find this one love.
Darcy on the right. That's two different people you're looking at.
That's wild. Really? Mm-hmm. Darcy's the right one.
I can tell the difference because I'm deeply involved with her. And it's your fault.
I know.
Because what happened was I switched from heroin to meth. And God damn it.
This is a lesser
They're
form.
both bad.
They're both bad. Because I get fascinated with people too, and I want to know more. So bring back Darcy and Lacey. What I want to do is a dating show, Stacey. I want to do a dating show that's like, this is why you're fucking single. Because these chicks are always, this one, Darcy will say, I don't know why I can't find a guy who doesn't love me. Okay, I'll tell you why. Your tits are out. You're dressed like a prostitute. And she's a lovely woman. Okay, I'm not saying Darcy's very emotional. She's a sweet girl. Yeah. But I'm saying if you just look at the presentation, and you did this with Penny Flame and all the porn stars, you're like, here's a wipe. Yeah. That was always my favorite when you made porn stars take off their makeup.
Yeah.
Here's a wipe. Take all that shit off your face.
Yeah, let's see you. Let's be you.
Let's see what that is.
Yeah, let's see you. And if you're not being you, then we got nowhere to go.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're being.
Because this is a whole identity.
Right. And this whole thing, what should we call it?
Again, I really like Darcy and Stacey, and I mean no disrespect. I'm just talking about the exterior.
It's not unattractive. So you can't tell them it's unattractive because they'll push back. But you have to say, this may be part of why you're attracting the wrong kind of people.
You're attracting a certain guy.
And if you look at the guys that they go after, it's like...
They're douchebags.
It's essentially a male version of them.
Oh.
All the exterior stuff and nothing. Who knows what's going on? Well, we don't even know what's inside. Usually sociopath.
Yeah, but I don't know if you happened to see 90 Day Fiancé where she goes...
yes, I did. But what...
where Darcy hooks up...
Because we've had to go back on Hulu now to learn about the people that are on the Pillow Talk.
Well, here's...
God damn it.
You're in it, man. You're deep. I love it. You got me onto Killing Eve, and now I'm stuck on the last episode. They didn't make a new one because of COVID.
I know.
I'm so upset.
I know. But isn't the actress great?
I'm in love with Villanelle. I'm Villanelle in my heart. So, anyways... She's with the English guy.
Yes.
What is his deal?
Because he's a sociopath.
Yeah.
Full on, like real. Maybe or narcissist. Profound.
He's a narcissist because he doesn't look. Why is he on the show? He's like,
well, this is the thing about a lot of this show that's very interesting to me, which is, I'm going to say this with peace and love, everybody.
Yes.
That reality shows. I'm going to try to say this kindly. Attract a certain kind of people.
How dare you?
And it's not just like Darcy and Stacey.
Broken
narcissist. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
it attracts people who will do anything to be on TV.
Yeah, so he's just using that to get on. That's what
and
it felt
sometimes when you look at some of the behaviors and you go, why are they staying with this? Like, maybe just they're staying because they want to be on TV.
That's so gross.
Cole, is that his name? Colty. Colty is all about being on TV.
Well, Colty looks a lot better this season, I must say.
You did not watch last night's episode, clearly.
Oh, shit, okay.
Clearly.
I have not. You're right.
He was torturing Jess and laughing about it. I mean, torturing her. And when I saw that, I went, oh, that's grifter. That's grifter action. That's out on TV, so I know what to do to get the TV thing going. Oh. And here we go. I'm going to torture this woman just so I get another couple episodes out of this.
That's sad.
And I don't all and to be clear, I am sure old Colty has conversations with producers going, I'm sure this is the conversation. At the end of the season, they go, yeah, last season really sucks. The network saying they're going to cut you out unless we get a really good season out of it.
They do that, yeah.
They do it all the time.
I know.
And so then at the same time, they go into these people and they go, we just want to real, just whatever's real, whatever's for you in the moment, just a documentary, whatever's really happening. And so they get this weird mix of reality and unreality.
It's a lie. Well, when I was on Road Rules in the 90s, it was Mary Alice Bunham was one of the creators of Real World and Road Rules. She's passed away. But she would actually cast dimensional. I mean, I don't think I'm not as fucked up as Darcy. She would cast more like
dimensional people,
more dimensional.
But that was the early days of
right.
reality.
And since she passed away, John Murray took over casting, and that's when it was like just crazy people in hot tubs and you're like,
some of that. But I knew John Murray, and I even was involved with some of the casting of some of the stuff.
You did? Which one did you cast?
I didn't cast it. I just was there when they were doing it.
Yeah, me too. I worked in casting for them later.
Yeah, and it was not just crazy. They wanted interesting, and I don't think they even understood fully what
Which
they were
show
doing.
though? Real World?
Road Rules. Real World. Must have been Real World.
You couldn't be a total psycho on Road Rules because there's liability. Like you had to be able to wrestle a fucking crocodile.
Yeah, it must have been Road Rules.
Anyways.
But in any event, so and for instance, Angela and Michael.
Yeah. Okay.
What is Michael's motivation?
Hold on, Google just because I don't know these people's names as well as you do.
Oh, you'll know it right away. Why don't you?
Because here's the thing, I'm into Below Deck right now.
Oh,
I'm into Below Deck.
Susan was on Below Deck. You don't know this?
What?
Oh, you don't know this?
I'm a huge fan. I don't know.
You will have to look back at the episode. Well,
which episode?
It was 2 years ago.
Is it Below Deck Med or the True Below Deck?
True Below Deck, and you will have to talk to her about it when now you've got something to talk about.
Well, I am also friends with Kate Chastain. She and I have become friends.
Well, okay, and Mark Cronin, the producer,
is
a friend of mine.
Mark. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it's a small world. But Susan has been on there, and I was mortified when she went on, and she signed a document where she signed her fucking life away. And I went, you're out of your mind. And it turned out okay. And I went, there's only one reason. There's only one reason. Somebody was watching out for you. I didn't. I go. Somebody was watching. They would not have not made this look terrible if somebody weren't looking at Mark later. But I was watching out for her. I made sure.
Wow. When did she get ripped? And
whatever. I don't want to know. You'll find out. You'll find out.
Cronin's good. I've known that guy for years.
You will find out what happened. So yeah, look up Michael and Angela again. So
I want to see these two. Okay. I love these two. Okay, so there's always a fat blonde American who's into the Nigerian. Yeah. That is a wonderful theme on 90 Day Fiancé.
It's funny. I don't look at it as that. I look at it as a Nigerian into the fat blonde white lady.
Oh, really?
Which I find kind of odd and interesting.
But yeah, I see it as the old fat white lady who likes the hot Nigerian guy.
But that makes sense to me. Michael's the one that you have to go, why is he into that? Why is he
because I think we know why. Well, it's a ticket to the United States and to get the fuck out of Nigeria.
Yes, it is, but he seems to have a lovely family, a lovely life in Nigeria and stuff. So it makes me wonder about the TV motivation.
What's he selling? Because Soulja Boy, I don't know if you remember Soulja Boy and Lisa.
No, what's this?
That's 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days. You are not even in that well yet.
I'm going to have to spend my day.
Because Soulja Boy was blatantly kind of just, he was blatantly using Baby Love Lisa.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I did see that one.
These two are fascinating too.
Yeah.
But isn't she Preggers, the other one? The other
Angela?
fat blonde?
Angela?
That's what they teased it, that she got knocked up.
She doesn't have any eggs.
Well, I thought she did have one egg left on IVF, and they were discussing IVF.
I thought she had no eggs. I thought she had just uterus. They were wondering if the uterus was going to work.
Well, you can get a donor because the uterus can work.
That's what they're talking about doing. But I love that also in Nigeria, there's 4 different kinds of marriage. There are 3 different kinds.
I didn't know that.
Will you please watch the episode? It turns out you can have one polygamous type of the law.
Cool.
You can have monogamous with adjacent.
Okay.
And then monogamous.
Wow. So many varieties.
And Angela picked the monogamous.
Yeah. No
Michael was like, I guess so.
Well, I always find that this polygamous, the polygamous stuff is not as sexy as we think it is. Like if you watch the Mormon shows.
Oh, we've talked about this.
They always get fat, the wives. And
well,
then
it's like, also it's miserable for everybody.
Yeah, terrible.
Yeah. So, okay, let's do it. Let's clean.
How do you feel about hedonism too?
Hedonism to the club. How do you know about that?
Because when I did a Road Rules Challenge, they took us there one day to try to strip bullshit, drama. I just got to see it, and it was disgusting.
Well, it's always the old dudes. And
yeah. What if I got you and Susan an all-paid vacation?
No, thank you. No.
Wow.
No, not
interested.
Even
hesitate.
Not interested. There's nobody there that interests me. These are not the same as Dry Dab King. You understand?
Oh yeah, they're not as weird for you.
If you're going to give me a ticket to Dry Dab King's, fill in the blank. I'll go anywhere to visit Dry Dab King.
Okay, shit.
Here he is. Here he is giving us a little example.
There you go. This is his latest.
Check this out. Hot, dry.
He's doing. Is that a giant?
It's mud.
Oh. Okay, is he gonna vomit for us? Is he doing dab? Sure, it's mud and not stool.
I know.
Now to show you guys.
He looks a little less methed out here.
That is actually mud.
Yeah, it is disappointing.
There's banger. Just banger. Just mud. Take it easy, guys.
Yeah, I will. I will, man.
Guys.
Thank you for that moment.
Yeah.
What's it say behind him there? Sir, what? What's all that?
Survive? I don't know. How does that make you feel like when you see him smoking mud?
I just need more. Just want to know more. Just need more. Is there anything more about Dry Dab King in our world?
Nope.
Oh,
you don't think he's studying he's not doing his thesis? He's getting his PhD.
Studying for the bar. This is what you do in your off time. No, there's something more about him.
The bar.
Medically induced premature nut. I'm 31. I'm having a problem with premature white. I've been off Zoloft since March because I lost my health insurance. Can't afford to get new script. Ever since I stopped taking it, I've legitimately gone from 15 minutes to 15 strokes, and it's Rope City, 31. I was also taking BP meds and cholesterol meds. Dude, get back on those. You can get them for free somewhere, believe me. It's possible the med of the lack have changed the receptors in my brain. Yes, it's true. Thank you, piss on me, baby. So I don't know how long you were on the Zoloft for, but Zoloft definitely prolongs the white, for sure.
Oh, prolongs white.
I mean, makes it not the actual whiting, but the time until white. Okay, so we got to define our terms with Christina here. If you were on it since you were a teenager, you may have forgotten that you were a little bit more quick to the draw and maybe just returned to your normal baseline. But there is also a SSRI withdrawal syndrome, and so there is some receptor sensitivity. You can feel funny buzzing in your head and down your neck, and sometimes maybe that's part of the deal. My girlfriend's addicted to TikTok. Oh,
me too.
My partner is too. Girlfriend are about 22, been together 4 years. I can honestly say she's been the best 4 years of my life. She's been really into TikTok with the shutdown. I thought it was cute at first. Fast forward to today, she's on TikTok breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Christina, is this you? Is this Tom? I worked the dinner shift at a restaurant, come home around 11 to see her still watching TikTok. She'll watch until the late hours of the morning. Makes it almost impossible for me to initiate any kind of conversation, let alone sexy time. Our sexual schedule has gone from 3 times a week to 3 times a month.
Wow.
Is she TikToked, or am I just a boring boyfriend? Wow. So.
Sounds like addiction to me.
Well, however you characterize it, let's just say maybe she's feeling bad, and this is the way she manages her bad feeling. Yeah, self-soothing kind of emotional regulation stuff.
I would advise her to take my lead. There's a tutorial video I put out on Studio Jeans' YouTube page. Once she makes that algorithm as unpleasant as mine is, she won't want to spend as much time.
Good.
Yeah, she's looking at pleasant stuff. Like for my algorithm, it's so pure that I can really only stomach 10 minutes.
Yeah, my feed is all pictures of the waterfall at the airport in Thailand. And,
yeah, that feels good. You don't want that.
Weird travel videos and expensive houses and sometimes a woman dancing here and there. That's all, but I can't get it out of that cycle.
Well, just let me do it for you for a little bit. Let me do your talks because you're liking good things.
No, I don't like anything.
You don't like anything?
No, I don't touch my screen. So I just kind of go.
That's why you have to start selectively liking.
Okay.
But she does have an addiction. It's like when I got addicted to Puzzle Bobble in the early 2000s when I graduated from college. It's like a video game when you're like, I was unemployed and I was like, and you get into that addictive patterning, right? Feels good. Feels good.
Happening
keep
to
doing,
me with
keep
90 Day Fiance.
Is she making talks? Maybe that would help her get out of this just passive lane.
Also, listening to this show, we sort of give you a little dabbling of talks.
Yeah.
And then we sort of maybe get you reframed a little bit about it.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm worried about her. I would think bring it up with her. And bring up your concern and find other activities quick. Get her out. It's not an addiction in the sense that she will be unable to stop.
Right.
You can give alternative behaviors and she will be able to do those things.
It's like an OCD right now for her.
Yes,
like it's a soothing behavior that's not productive.
That's right.
Let's redirect that energy.
Let's hear a voice message. Speaking of redirection.
Hey, Dr. Drew or Christina. This is Mike, and I'm giving you a call after having my baby 2 weeks ago. My wife had our child. And normally we've been told that her libido is supposed to go down. However, lately, her libido has skyrocketed.
Oh, interesting.
She had abrasions after the baby came out.
Wow.
However, she's still as crazy as ever to have sex. Please let me know what I should do, if there's anything I can do, or what I should say to her. Wow. Thank you so much. Piss on me, beat me.
Supposed to wait.
Have a good day.
I mean, A, congratulations. B, that's very unusual.
Extremely
Maybe
unusual.
pick up breastfeeding. That'll shut it down a little bit. You can try that. The other thing is, there's a lot of things you can do other than intercourse.
Yes, if she needs to be, but I don't think you should even touch that region. Isn't it for 8 weeks?
I don't know about not touching. It depends how bad the episiotomy is and that kind of stuff, right?
If maybe she had a C-section, even so.
But even then, orgasm would hurt, I would think.
But isn't don't they tell you to wait 8 weeks because your cervix is dilated, so it's still not fully closed and you're susceptible to infection?
Correct.
They tell you not even to swim.
No intercourse. No intercourse for sure.
But make sure,
But the question is, could the mouth be...
Oh, yeah, you could put your mouth kisses, give her mouth kisses and stuff like that, I guess. Like, who even wants that? 2 weeks postpartum when your shit's exploded? I think my uterus was still out of my vagina 2 weeks postpartum. It blasted right out. Ugh, I can't even imagine.
It's called uterine prolapse.
Oh, it took me 2 years before I let Tom give mouth kisses after the first.
Wow, you're a soldier. You're a Eastern European soldier.
Dude, I don't know how.
So, yeah, I get it.
Well, it's so blasted out down there,
Do you think we care as men?
No, you don't.
Yeah,
I don't care. I don't care. It's like that guy on TikTok.
And you
care.
You think we don't? We think we do care. Give me another talk.
Don't care.
As long as we're getting into talks.
Don't care.
Let's do it. Let's talk to a cool guy.
Oh, this guy is fun.
Stop. Already has a little cool talk vision thing.
Sure,
talk eye.
The eyes.
He's got the universal eye sign.
It's in the
Let's
eyes.
see if he's a cool guy also.
Oh, and by the way, you dumb motherfucker, don't even get me started on the fact that you're using the word Indian and not native or first fucking nation. You sorry piece of shit. You're a goddamn fucking clout chaser piece of shit.
I can't argue with that.
No, I like him. He
does have cool guy teeth.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, it's a cool guy.
He actually just reminds me of the 90s. I love his tie-dye poster. I like this reminds me of like a dorm room.
He had an interesting tat on his hand too.
Yeah, I like those knuckle tats. I would do that.
Is there more?
I always tried to be the flyest kid on the block, the very popular one. Now I'm buying stock, so that's when I had this crazy thought. Pause. I'm coming back hard.
So, do you recognize him?
No.
This is Aaron Carter.
Oh no.
Yeah, and I thought I would show you this one.
Oh boy. Well, my first thought was there's some meth going on here before you told me it was Aaron Carter.
He leaned out a lot. Can you Google a picture of him from before?
Well, I don't even recognize him in this talk.
Yeah, let's look at what he used to look like in
his normal days.
Yeah, he was cutie pie.
Yeah, look at that. Jeez, boy.
Yeah, I worry about him.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, something's going on.
Poor guy. The universal face tattoo sign. of trouble.
Yeah, and neck.
Neck and face, yeah. Okay, anyway, is there more from Aaron Carter?
No,
how'd you identify it as him?
Because it's on the talk, it says Cameo. It's like the Cameo account.
Is it Cameo?
Cameo has a TikTok account, and so I was like, "Oh, this must be a celebrity." And then I was like, "Is that fucking?" I think someone wrote it in the comments.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was cute.
More talks.
Oh boy, this one's rad.
You know what? I don't think any of you fucking dipshits understand what it's like to be controlled by a fucking remote control.
Uh-oh.
Fuck, I don't even.
Oh.
And I'm the one it's happening to.
Oh, well, yeah, well, okay.
I'm the one who built the fucking thing.
Oh, it's so complicated, right? The layers, the levels.
Again, delusions rule the land right now. It's crazy. And I'm always so amused by the way people get so furious with out there. Oh. Those of you out there, my fans or whatever they are, the other trolls.
Yeah.
They're so unable to sort of filter the world from coming in on them.
But he's broken from reality, right?
Oh, yeah, he's delusional.
Yeah, he's like brain is
it's psychosis. Yeah,
psychosis.
And whatever it's due to. Again, the usual suspects. It's schizophrenia, meth, bipolar. Those are the usual suspects.
I don't know why it makes me laugh as much as it does.
Yeah, and then irritability, agitation, rage, all that stuff goes along with it.
Yeah, I just like him. I do like him, though. Something about him is intriguing, his energy.
Give me another one.
Yeah.
He's well dressed.
No, he's
This is a very heavy heart. Please don't scroll. TikTok community, I need your help. I just found this.
What is it?
And that's his username.
It's all backwards, so it's not helping us.
That's the username, and that very disturbing video that I did is still up with the original audio. I don't know how to remove this. If you guys could help, I would so appreciate it. I'm so sorry. Please just get it removed. And I'm so sorry for my part in this. And I'm just sorry. I'm sorry.
What did he do?
Going on? So I think
that just released an army to go look for that video, right? Isn't that what he just did? I feel terrible for him, but
I think you put the nail on the head, bro.
But I know what he's done now. He's made things a million times worse.
It's just made it so much worse.
I know.
I mean, his sincerity and his earnestness is it's so heartbreaking to see how upset he is. But you're like, bro, it's a TikTok. You just said something stupid on the talk.
He's got to have said something. My guess is he said something racist.
Oh, yeah.
Something really bad.
That he can get nailed on.
Yeah.
Well, it always gets me. This is just me being a little stickler here. When you're putting a message to the public, I take full respondability. You fucking spell check it, right?
Where is it?
There
it is.
Yeah,
Responsability.
It fucking kills me. Just spell check.
Get your spell check going.
He was too panicked, I guess.
myheart.uv. What's myheart.uv? What's that?
I'm so regretful.
Maybe UV is him.
My heart. Uncle Vince.
His Uncle Vince?
He's crazy Uncle Vince.
He's crazy Uncle Vince?
That's his name, yeah, on the top.
Does he have lots of stuff up?
I don't know. I didn't do a deep dive on him because I was like, this one was it just so took me away. Woo. He carried me away. This guy.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's Angelica, my beach ball girlfriend, right? So yesterday I was playing with her, and then I was playing with her in my room, my beach ball. Angelica wanted me to hold her, touch her, and love her. I said yes to her, my beach ball girlfriend. So this is her, my beach ball girlfriend. I bought her this. First I bought her this, the test.
Is that a pregnancy test?
So this is for my beach ball.
Yeah.
And then I bought her this later on, a makeup brush. It's really pretty. See? I bought this for her. It's really pretty. I love it. She loves it. So I did her makeup the other day, and she loved it. Angelica, my beach ball girlfriend.
We got it. Anyway.
So many mixed feelings.
I know.
Part of what I'm feeling is counterbalancing my gratitude for you having me on this show, which is my fury for you putting me in this position all the time and for exposing me to 90 Day Fiancé. All bad shit. But I had a strange feeling in my chest watching him, as though it were real.
Right.
Like it was like I would like this to be fake.
Yeah.
But I think it might be real. And then I went to, well, with like severe autism and things, and we don't know, and people can make objects out of everything. And remember the TV show about people's crazy love objects?
Yeah,
so
I love that stuff. Yeah.
These things do happen. Our brains do get crossed.
By strange attraction or something. Yeah.
Yeah, and our brains can get wired crossed in weird ways. So my chest, which is my sort of source of instinctive information, tells me that he might have been real, and that's a pretty scary thing.
Right, which is why I selected this talk because
to have this conversation.
Well, I didn't sense it was inauthentic, like a gaggy.
I mean,
jokey.
Let's just put it this way: when humans are in certain conditions, whether it's biological or environmental, I will give you as object or as evidence piece of evidence A, Wilson, the volleyball.
Yes.
That people will project into inanimate objects all kinds of things in order to create an attachment rather. Wow. So.
It's wild, man.
And it's often the case that I'm going to do a sweeping generalization and say it's often the case that you can get to a place behaviorally either through all biology or all environment or some combination from the both, right? And this looked more biological than say, Tom Hanks on a deserted island.
Right. Right. Like when you're in prison, there's a thing called situational homosexuality.
That's right.
where you just adapt to whatever's around you.
Yes.
But in this case, it's the talk or the egg, right?
The talk or the egg. What would Jean Briard say about that? Baudrillard, sorry.
Baudrillard, God damn it. Oh, man, the world.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot to smile about these last few months, but things are getting better. The virus is receding. We're learning to live with this thing. It's going to get better. The death rate's dropping dramatically. And, there are things that, like me being here, are things I can't help smiling about, right? And if you want to have a megawatt smile to show off, well, your friends over at Candid can help. Candid clear aligners are comfortable, removable, invisible, unlike wire bracers, so you can transform your smile without anyone ever noticing. Plus, your treatment is prescribed and monitored remotely by a licensed orthodontist who's an expert in tooth movement. Candid only works with orthodontists, never general dentists like other companies. And with some of those other companies, you may never hear from a doctor as you go through the treatment. That's silly. With Candid, your treatment includes remote monitoring by the same orthodontist who created your plan, so you never have to wonder how you're doing. You'll always know. It's fantastic. It's the way it should be done. The average Candid treatment is just 6 months. You'll start seeing results way before then and cost an average of 50% less than Invisalign. Again, it's a cost-effective way to go. See this? You can't tell, right? Can you? That I got. Right? You can't tell. It's comfortable. You don't even notice I'm wearing it, and it does its job. It's comfortable. So if you're ready to take the first step toward getting your dream smile, you can't wait to show off. Get started today from the comfort of your own home with Candid's risk-free starter kit and $75 off. Go to candidco.com/Dr. Drew. Use code Dr. Drew. That's candidco.com/DRDRW. Code Dr. Drew for your risk-free starter kit and $75 off. One more time, that is candidco.com/Dr. Drew, and then use code Dr. Drew. Next up is our friends at ExpressVPN. They let you access the internet as if you're from a different country. Netflix has different shows and movies available depending on where you are, and with ExpressVPN, you can unlock thousands of new shows and movies from streaming libraries around the globe. There are hundreds of VPNs out there, but ExpressVPN is ridiculously fast. You can stream everything in HD quality with zero buffering. ExpressVPN is even available on every one of your devices, phones, laptops, tablets, even your TV. ExpressVPN works with many streaming devices, Netflix, Amazon Prime, BBC iPlayer, YouTube, many more. You can choose from almost 100 different countries, and it is just simple to use. Fire up ExpressVPN app, change your location, hit connect, then refresh the page, and then show the movie or show you want to watch, it will magically appear. For instance, the Michael Jordan documentary, The Last Dance, was available in the UK, where I watched it before it became out here. And there's look, all sorts of things from all different countries. You don't have to be non-English speaking. There's plenty of English speaking stuff out there as well. So if you use my link right now at expressvpn.com/afterdark, you get an extra 3 months of ExpressVPN for free. That is expressvpn.com/afterdark. Why don't you like white women, Christina?
Why don't I like white women? Let's see.
What's the reason why you don't like white bitches?
Cause black bitches. I love. No, hold on.
Who does he remind me?
Hey, black bitches.
No.
When you hitting their pussy, they throw it back.
Yeah.
White bitches just later.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
You don't like it.
I want them to do it.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Remember the guy, the cool guy I used to like that they would chase around the streets to talk about what he would do to. You know what I'm talking about?
Woman. That one. They eat you for 3 days.
Yes, that guy.
Yeah.
This is the.
Yeah, same vibe. Same cool guy vibes. That's interesting. Yes.
Same dude.
Yes.
Hey, they're givers.
They're givers. He does have a point, though, that it would be better for a woman to give back, to push back a little. Do you know what I'm saying?
He's just looking for engagement.
Enthusiasm.
Enthusiasm.
It's a solid argument.
So,
He's not making a bad argument.
Christina, maybe you can learn something.
Maybe I can throw it back in Tom's.
That's right. Just get on there.
That is so true, because with Tommy, I'm always like, oh, I haven't shaved. And he's like, I don't care.
Yeah,
I just want to get in there. Just want to get in there.
We don't care.
Babies have come out of there. I don't care.
We don't care. We like it.
I know.
Male Karen. Is there more for that guy, by the way? I feel like there should be a lot more.
No.
You know who he talks like? And this is, I don't want to, he's my friend. I don't want to disparage him at all, but his voice reminds me of, oh crap. Levon, who was a hugely overweight, who lost a bunch of weight, African-American comedian.
Lavelle Crawford.
Lavelle Crawford.
Oh, I love Lavelle.
But his voice sounded like Lavelle, didn't it?
Yep, I can see that.
Yeah, just the voice, not the whole vibe.
Yep.
Lavelle is one of my, me too. Do you know him personally?
Yeah, he's great. He's fantastic. Sweet guy. Funny guy.
Why isn't he out there more? He's the funniest guy ever.
Lavelle, I think he does more, like he does movies and shit. I think
he does stuff with Adam Sandler, I know.
Yeah. He's very talented.
Oh
he's
my
out
God.
there, man. He's out there.
I've had so many great conversations with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a cool dude.
I love him. Not a cool dude.
Most
he's
a
great dude.
By the way, this next clip is called Male Karen at Dunkin' Donuts. Did you know that the new word for Karen is Christine?
Not Christina, though.
Not Christina, but my real name, Christine.
Why Christina? There's so many other, why not, I was thinking of another.
Diane would be a cunt.
No, but Julie is such a 80s name that sort of, or Diane. Karen. Diane's another one.
Diane sounds like an intrusive person. Fucking Diane. I don't know.
Well, it's just these common names from a certain era.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right. Jenny.
Male Karen.
No.
I want her job taken. I don't know who she thinks she's talking to, but that ain't acceptable. Yeah, I'm gonna have a conversation with her, because you got a fucking line in the road, and there's no one in front of me. Yeah, I'm gonna come inside.
What? What's he complaining about?
I think Dunkin' Donuts' his order. He's like, I'm gonna come inside.
He said there's a line in front of me with no line? What's he talking about?
No, I want to place my fucking order. Large iced coffee, 6 and 6, and a medium iced coffee. Do a fucking job.
That's the funny part.
And he surrenders to it. He's like, all right.
I don't understand people should, oh well. That's not, it's not going to get him what he wants.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's a little misdirected anger.
All Karens of any sexual, any gender.
Yeah.
You're not going to get what you want from that. All right. Is there another TikTok we can look at?
Oh, there's vaults, bro.
I know. Well, your vaults are...
You want to do TikTok? I got some TikToks.
I'm just sort of...
You know what I've noticed, though? Is oh, my God. This guy's my fucking...
Haven't we seen him before?
Yes, and he keeps making these kissy faces.
Oh, my God. It's the kissy guy.
Dude, he's the best. So now he's... Okay, so he's doing these series where he wants his ex-girlfriend, Melissa, back. And then he's also asking people to duet him.
Which is what?
So it's where you like put his original video next to you doing something in reaction to
And what are people
video.
doing?
So that's what they do. Like,
are they doing kissing or is something crazy happening?
No, it's like everyone... Here he goes.
This guy's mastered TikTok.
He's so rad.
He's the master of TikTok.
He's got the fan. There's the fan. in the background.
What's the fan? Is that a universal?
That's a cool guy thing.
That's a cool guy thing. Okay.
The fan.
Well, we learned that from that guy that was stalking the fan.
Yes, to Julia. Good morning, Julia.
Yeah, good morning, Julia.
So cool guys need to have a fan. The noise has to be a lot in the background. Lighting has to be shit.
He's still got that weird drawn-in beard and hair.
It's tattooed.
It's tattooed.
Yeah, and so is the head.
But he's mastered the TikTok.
And he's mastered his kissing. I think he's doing a much better job now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's doing good.
Another one, please. Can't. Now I'm screwed.
Oh, this is pretty funny.
Ooh, what is this?
Or is it?
Oh no. Oh no.
No.
Oh, that's terrible.
It's terrible, right?
But harmless.
Yeah.
Seems like.
Yeah.
Another one.
Would you do that?
You know, if I'm flashing on a thing I had once when my kids went to Magic Mountain and I rode on the free fall with
that thing, man. I know.
With a friend of my daughter's, and she was probably 10 years old or something. And as you started lining up and engaging, going to it, she started losing it, and really started losing it at the top. And then lost it going down, but ended up like laughing hysterically, like and crying. And it was kind of an interesting, similar kind
of. It was fun. It was terrifying and fun. That was like one of the first.
I remember it was new, and it was and early was. By the time Magic Mountain built around it, it was sort of left in the back of the closet.
Yeah.
You know?
Now it's like bullshit compared to what they're doing to people.
I know.
The slingshot.
Yes.
Well, they put these things on now that has to go over your head. You know, they
on that too.
On everything.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
the problem is your head gets knocked and hits. It's like you get a concussion at the end
I
of it, right?
like being locked in. Thank you.
Yeah.
One more TikTok. and then after TikTok, get me a lady's voicemail. I'm tired of these men's voicemails. Things I always worry about where they're going.
Dicks and jizz.
Just to help people who are who need for like people money and all this.
He's going to help the people in Pakistan. Great.
This one is a viral one.
I like her.
Yeah, this is like a Pakistani graduation, and they tried to get all the kids to say something.
Got it.
It was super great.
Here's an email. Prostate recovery. Recently found out during your podcast. I'm enjoying their content very much. You mentioned you had a radical prostatectomy. I was wondering what your estimated time for full function recovery was. Also, what you did / recommend to assist in your recovery. Save this one for Susan.
Loving assist. Yeah, I was going to say.
Save this one for Susan. Because she has some notes. She has some notes. She read some books, and they told her that immediate engagement is very important in establishing recovery. So I was like, okay.
Love it. Look at him smiling. He seems fine.
Okay. Follow your doctor's orders, take the medication where appropriate, and just don't worry about it. Just get back engaged.
What was your ETA? I mean, your whatever, your recovery time?
2 weeks or something.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's great.
It's
nothing.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big operation. It fucked me up stamina-wise. And I don't mean sexual stamina, just physically stamina. Because we went on a trip about 3 months later, and I kept having to take naps, and I couldn't go on these long walks. It was weird. It felt weird, and I just wasn't myself for about a year.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
And what do you think that's from?
I think I do really horribly with anesthesia and tissue damage.
Because your body is still healing itself.
I know that whenever I'd had any kind of surgery,
so
I just do really poorly for an extended period of time.
Yeah.
No matter I had a hernia operation, I was messed up forever after that.
Dude, after my kids, that year after I was wrecked.
Right.
It's a year to recover from something traumatic to your body.
Yeah, it is, and it's not that you're even aware of it when it's happening.
Yeah.
But you kind of look back and go, oh, that wasn't a normal
That wasn't
year.
me.
Yeah.
Totally. Tom's it's taking time. His hernia.
His hernia
and his vasectomy.
Mm-hmm.
But
did you force on him?
Yeah, I did. He's so resentful. But now
you finally got his nuts.
I know. I'm so excited. No, and we made sweet marital loves finally.
Oh, good.
Regular styles.
Everything work?
Yeah, thank God. Yeah. I was a little nervous. I was like, oof.
Had he relieved himself prior to that?
Yeah, no, he cranked a few out beforehand.
Because it kind of be overwhelmingly like almost uncomfortable.
That's what he said. And he was like, he started laughing as he was begawking when he was with himself, he said, because he's like, I didn't know what to expect. Like, would it be scary? Well, you'll talk to him, I'm sure, pretty soon.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I can't wait to talk about
I was
this.
hoping like Candid would come out of it or something fun.
I can organize that.
I know.
Dick size and height. How do you think I maintain things?
Fucking dick size. You put chocolate in there.
Chocolate.
I don't know. What is Susan like?
Peppermint. I'm 16. I'm bisexual, white male, and my penis is only 4.8 inches long. Is there a chance of it getting bigger? Yes. It can go all the way to 21. Am I doomed to be a fucking loser? Has nothing to do with being a loser or not a loser. I'm also only 5'6.5". Is there any chance of my becoming taller? For Christ's sake, fucking Dennis Rodman was 5'8" when he graduated high school.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So you guys, there's lots of room to go. Is there any chance of becoming taller, or am I once again... My mother was 5. My father is 5'9". You boy. Keep it high and tight. I support the rational revolution.
Yeah.
We now have an image for the rational revolution.
I love it.
We got to make our... We're gonna have
two of us.
We're going to have the two of us with heads as Eastern European dictators next to Stalin.
I would love it. I would love it.
Let's do it.
I think we should.
Rational revolution, because people want rationality. They're sick of hysteria.
They do. I want to push back on this bullshit wokeism. I don't think it's going anywhere positive. Historically, it's not gone anywhere good.
I don't mind wokeism as long as it's set in a synthetic context.
Yeah, I think
like if you can improve things, let's improve things. But let's not insist on way out there where we're tearing everything down.
Basically, we need a good middle ground. We need a middle position, folks. Somewhere in the middle. Somewhere. Oh, I was going to ask you, can he take a human growth, like a hormone? I had a friend who, the guy, the dick size guy. Is there some kind of hormonal stuff he can take?
That's a complicated question. Sometimes you end up closing the growth plates sooner and end up smaller than you would have been.
Yikes.
Yeah, so it's complicated.
Yeah.
But with the 5'0" mom and the 5'6" dad or whatever.
The genetics don't look so tall. Gotcha.
Let's hear a young lady's question on a voice message.
Here's the thing, Drew.
Uh-oh.
There's not a lot.
You don't
of
have
ladies.
any.
Oh, no.
We got tons of voicemails, but not a lot of them are ladies.
I know. Let me shout out to you women out there. We so enjoy and appreciate your point of view. It kind of it cleanses us. It balances. The male energy is wonderful, but it can overwhelm. The number is 818-253-1693. I know you ladies are confused about a lot because men are confusing.
That's true.
So yeah. So give me whatever you got, Nadav.
Hi, Dr. Drew. Hey, Christina. Hey, mommies. My name is Eli. I have been woken up several times by my partner telling me that I have struck her in my sleep, while having a bad dream, that I talk and move in my sleep, that I've kicked her and punched her in my sleep.
Oh, boy.
This isn't something that I like hearing when I wake up, and it's starting to get a little bit concerning. I don't want to have to take her to the hospital or do anything like that. I don't want to hurt her.
Zoinks.
If you guys can give me advice on what's going on or what I should do, please contact me. Keeping high and tight. Talk to you later. Bye.
Okay. So essentially anything you can do awake, you can do in your sleep. Literally anything.
What?
Drive a car, have sex. People.
What?
It's possible. I'm not saying you will or that everybody does. I'm saying it is possible. That's a general aphorism that is true. That if you can do it awake, there's a potential with sleepwalking and other things. So I'm guessing he's probably a sleepwalker.
Yeah.
The other thing, aggression and violence at night. Usually I see in people that are manic, though he doesn't sound manic. So again, I worry about any substances he might be taking. That can definitely do this stuff too. And you may want to see a sleep specialist because they can really help you with some of these sleep behaviors. Sleep terrors, sleepwalking, sleep things like this, sleep sex, sleep violence. They all kind of go together, and there's medicines that sometimes help with it.
Right.
And it can be really kind of serious.
Because isn't there a part of the brain that just isn't being shut down and that's remaining active at night?
Essentially.
Yeah. Well, because I sleep next to my 4-year-old sometimes, and they just do like the kicky show, right? It's because their brains don't have that thing that shuts down movement.
Also,
right?
you can get these hypnagogic states, which are partially awake, partially asleep. People, when they talk about sleep paralysis.
Yeah,
right?
I've had that before.
Okay, sleep paralysis typically often is associated with hypnagogic hallucination. The most common being something's lying on top of you.
Oh.
And people will hypnagogically hallucinate it that it's the devil, they're being raped by a ghost, all these things. And probably all of the alien abduction stuff is all hypnagogic hallucination.
Yes.
And they sort of shown that's been quasi-proven. And you can, in the literature and the Bible and everything is full of all these stories, the devil visiting somebody at night and raping them and all that stuff.
Incubus, succubus, stuff like that.
All sleep paralysis, all hypnagogic hallucination.
Because I've had that thing, for some reason, when I sleep on my back in the middle of the day when I nap, I can't wake myself up. You ever have those dreams where you're trying to wake up or something and you just cannot You cannot.
Yeah.
You cannot. I don't know if that's just a dream or what you're describing. I don't think it's what you're describing.
That's again. It's in
like
that,
fighting. I'm fighting, and I can't.
There's
wake
a
myself
zone
up.
between sleep and awake that we can get stuck in. Bottom line, and that zone is has gradations to it, right? And different things happen at different stages of that zone.
That's fascinating.
Different phenomena. So brain's interesting, right?
It really is.
Yeah.
How much do we know about it now?
No,
Not enough.
Little piece, little bits. I'm deep in a lot of it, but the thing that's again bothering me now is these days is people, they're relying and they're thinking way too much.
Yeah, I know, and they're fucking dumb feelings.
Well, yeah, it's a weird thing of like they don't understand that your brain is always trying to make sense of your feelings and your motivations. It doesn't mean that the thinking that you're having about your feelings and motivations are accurate.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't have good critical reasoning, part of the rational revolution,
thank you.
You will not think well. You'll have stinking thinking. That's why I like working with addiction so much, because addiction is the most primitive part of your brain, your survival system. The part of the fundamental motivations of the brain get taken over by the desire to use. All the other motivations go away. Work, family, everything. Survival itself just becomes fixated on using. And so all the other things that we've evolved to help us survive now serve a broken motivation to use.
Right.
So I've seen and experienced how
broken brains are functioning,
how stinking thinking and feelings and abnormalities of how all the good stuff in our brain can be used for bad when our motivations are off. And people don't understand that their brain is not always serving them properly in terms of their survival.
Especially this whole external world is a fucked up thing.
That is a deeply disturbed sort of way of going about things.
And you know what I think is even causing this too is the
rational revolution,
the disparity and wealth. I think
so. This is the new call for it.
God damn it!
But she does it like this.
I do like you motherfucker. I see it because there's too much of a divide between the wealthy and the poor right now, and I think that you're looking for reasons and you're looking for shit.
Correct. And so what that is envy, right? And envy, what does the Bible say? And that's the worst emotion. That's the most destructive emotion, because when you have to tear other people down because they have something you don't, that's jealousy is one thing. Jealousy, I want to work hard to have what that guy has. Makes me angry. He's got it, but am I going to do that?
But it can be used as a motivational tool, because I always look at my things. Why do I look at this picture of somebody on Instagram and I feel that envy, jealous, whatever the fuck it is?
Yeah.
It's because I really want that too. Then you
But when you feel you have to take the other person down,
boom,
that's when it's envy, and that's when it's
scary.
Destructive, and that's scary. And we need to get over that. We need to not care about what other people do or don't have. We just got to we got to make sure everybody gets the best they possibly can out of life.
Yes.
Which is a different motivation than being interested in just tearing people down.
I agree, because it is that tearing people down thing.
Anyway, a little light note. How about a gasoline cool guy?
Hey, everybody.
Uh-oh.
I'll keep it brief, but
I'm looking for the eyes.
I kind of got involved with gasoline fumes again.
Oh.
This is what I've been trying so hard to go ahead and prevent and put an end to.
Huffing is a bad habit. Do you know they do it?
I've seen this before on My Strange Addiction. People were into gasoline, drinking a little bit of gasoline a day.
I don't know about drinking. I think he's huffing.
He's huffing.
Right? Yeah,
that can't be good.
And so what they do is they soak a rag in it, put it in a plastic bag, and then hey, good times.
That's crazy. There's so many better drugs to be doing.
I know, and it fucks with the frontal lobe badly.
Of course it does.
Okay. Here we go.
What happens is it makes it hard for me to breathe.
Yeah,
no shit.
I get dizzy. I can hardly move.
Yeah, they sort of feel paralysis.
So I'm asking again to please, let's help this not happen to anybody else. Let's put an end to gasoline.
I appreciate
that. Later.
I appreciate that.
I do too. It's a PSA.
It's a PSA for all the huffing stuff. All the hydrocarbons do the same thing. Whether it's computer cleaner or any of that stuff, paint, all the same stuff. And this is our new poster child. This is him.
Up.
Gasoline Alley.
How do they? I mean, that's such an odd one to get. Have you met
Free.
many? Oh,
many.
Yeah.
The IE.
Yeah. There's a lot of that going on there.
Yep.
What about Whippets?
No. What same?
I used to do those in
nitrous.
college.
That's nitrous.
Irreparable brain damage.
No, a little bit, obviously.
Yeah, obviously. Obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But no, actually not.
But a lot of fun.
I never did that. I think I tried once or twice, but never could
That
get
one's
anything
a crazy one.
But my friend Steve-O was way, and you see how psychotic he got on it. So that's
He's
what
done
happened.
a lot.
Yeah. Caught stealing tire. Stealing tire?
Oh, this guy. Yeah, this one's kind of nutty.
What are you doing?
How's it going, sir?
What are you doing?
Taking a tire.
You're taking my tire?
Yes, sir.
Is that what you're doing?
Yes, sir.
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And why is that?
My tire's gone.
Your tire's gone, so you're gonna just take other people's tire?
Something like that.
I don't think you're gonna take it. I'll tell you that right now.
Whoa.
Yeah, dude, he's just stealing a tire.
Woo!
I'll tell you now. I'm not gonna take it.
You're picking up and you're gonna hold it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's no problem.
You don't do that to people's car. Okay.
Oh my God, this guy's fucking.
How far
crazy.
did this go?
I just want to let you know that I have police coming on the way.
All right, cool.
People don't do that. Go into other people's car and just take it.
You're trying to distract me from getting away, sir.
Isn't that nutty?
Oh. It makes me, again, whenever people are dismantling anything, I just think math. But it doesn't really look like a math thing. I don't know what this is.
You know, I'm just telling you.
People don't set people up like that.
I'm just telling you that right now. You see this? Yeah. I got cops coming right now. I don't think it's but go ahead.
This could be a high-speed chase.
Yeah.
If I wanted to just steal your tire,
Yeah.
I would put it in the shopping cart.
Yeah, I think you just tried that though, right?
I'm trying to steal your tire.
You're not trying to steal my tire.
No.
Okay.
Oh, maybe this is
my
math.
rim off my
Yeah.
truck and then put it on your truck.
Sure, buddy.
Borrow it
Yeah.
and then bring it back.
Oh, okay. That's what it is, huh? That's what it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's right. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
That's why I drove my truck here.
Yeah. You don't think I work my ass off for my
You
truck
don't think
too?
I work my ass off?
Yeah. So why you take my tire?
It's for sale, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's not
yeah.
use it every day.
Yeah.
Oh
so you
my
just
God.
take it?
Crazy.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, it's plenty
okay,
of thought.
good guys. I see that because
Yeah.
you already brought your jack and everything else. So
I know.
that's good.
So I'm not trying to be a fucking just a thief.
It's nutty. Like, it's about how my 4-year-old reasons his way out of stuff. Like, I was cleaning it, I wasn't fucking. You're like, no, you were throwing that down the toilet.
And there's no female version of this. You know what I mean?
I know.
Whether it's a 4-year-old or a grown man.
Fuck,
it's
that's your
only
male privilege.
Yeah,
Why
that's male
are
privilege.
dudes? What's wrong? What is wrong with you guys? What is this? Why do you do this?
Yeah, there's something inherently so concrete about the male brain.
Yeah.
That once we get in one of these thought patterns, we're stuck in it. It's like we're convinced of it, so you should be. It's very crazy.
You know, my husband and I were driving around in a fancy car this weekend, and I was just watching the glee in his face when he was driving this car, and I'm like, I don't have this.
Oh no,
machinery.
some women do. There are women that'll do that.
Yeah.
But it's not as common as the male.
No, and I watch it from
Now
both
I don't know.
my boys
Now it's
are in
interesting.
it.
That's a really interesting example of nature and nurture.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of, even though I'm sure. Let me guess. Your boys are preoccupied with trucks and
Cars,
trains,
trucks, dirt, worms, snails.
But cars and trucks and trains is just boys.
And I have not done this to them.
But I know, and I tried to discourage one of my sons from trains, and no, it continues, right?
Yeah.
And so you hit now 12, 13, and we're then presented with a bunch of culture around cars, and just
Now it's
now it's
associated
on.
with girls. And,
now it's just on. And I think that culture has been diminished, right?
Yes.
Because it's not the same as when Tom and I were young. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out in the next generation.
But it's so fast. I was thinking to myself.
It does bring you very good joy. It brings you joy.
Oh, profound. And but for especially from the boys in my life, watching them, it's like a genetically a wired thing to like machinery. This thing goes, I can do da-da-da-da-da.
Yes.
And a girl, my brain, I don't fucking care. I don't want to do anything. I don't want tools.
Now there are some women, some young girls do, and that's, we're not saying they never do. We're saying, but most boys, pretty much all boys.
Right.
The other distinguishing thing, which you'll start to see now, is called, and this is true of all mammals, with all mammals that produce spermatozoa. When they hit,
that's a clever way of saying things now.
Well, because that's when biology, a male is a sperm producing unit, and a female is a ovum
from
producing
biology,
unit.
not social, not gender.
And there can be some biological mixes on that, but just this is how we define them in general principles. If we're talking about polar bears, that's what we're talking about.
Polar bears.
All mammals, mice, polar bears, whatever, when they hit late childhood, adolescence, rough and tumble play in the spermatozoan producing instrument. Rough and tumble play. Watch out for that.
Oh, it's on.
Right.
The boys are jumping on me constantly,
That's right.
punching me, kicking me in the head accidentally all fucking day, every day.
Yes, accidentally. Let's hear some voice messages,
tired.
voicemails.
They're always wrecking me.
Accidentally they kick you, yes.
Hey guys, Joe from New Jersey.
Joe.
Sometimes after I ejaculate, I stay hard for like a couple minutes, and sometimes after I ejaculate, I just go immediately soft. And I'm not concerned, but I just want to know why that is, or if there's a reason behind that.
Right.
Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
Goodbye.
That just tells you how much men preoccupy about the penis.
I know.
Sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's soft. I'm like, oh, what am I going to do? What is it? What's doing that?
Yeah.
Nothing. It's just you.
It's just whatever.
It's just whatever. Testosterone levels, how much time goes between ejaculates, things like that.
I feel like if I could see my vagina more, I might be more preoccupied with it.
You might, but probably not as much as men are with their... I think I've told you this,
pretty
but
interesting,
let me tell you something, an interesting phenomenon. When I first saw it, I thought, oh, that speaks true to me about the male. When males are coming out of coma, and they're sort of in the waking coma state, there's states when their kind of eyes are open, but they're still in coma, they are messing with their junk.
I know. Yeah, I've seen this. I've seen people do this when they're even out.
They start touching the junk.
Yeah,
and that's because there's just so much neurological energy there. That's just what's going on when they're interacting with the environment. That's peace is a big neurological piece. And naturally, then their frontal lobes might look down there too and be preoccupied with that.
Yeah,
right?
It makes sense. I mean, if I had something that grew and shrank and then my testes went out, I would probably be preoccupied with it.
But the actual energy, the actual feeling, there's actually shit going on down there that when you're coming out of coma, there's just shit going down there. And just like if somebody were hitting them with a rod, they'd swat at that too.
Yeah.
They're just swatting
it's just
at where
energy.
the energy
Yeah,
is.
you're right. You're right. Just nerve cells.
Good morning, Julia. I'm 21, somewhat healthy. I've been dating my girlfriend for about 4 months. In the beginning, I struggled with performance anxiety, could never get hard, but now it's not the issue. The issue is I can't come. I'm currently being treated for bipolar disorder on venlafaxine and imotragine. Yeah, the venlafaxine is probably your problem. You should talk to your doctor about that. There may be some things they can add in to help with that. But also you can talk to Josh Potter when he goes online. Well, it's Josh's thing, right? He can't come.
Oh, yes, but it's not because of antidepressants.
No, it's
or
just
whatever.
he has,
can't.
But he has strategies. He has all kinds of he's getting pretty sophisticated with workarounds.
Good.
Speaking of workarounds, we are working around his ani with that big abscess.
I saw pictures of it.
Would you like to scrub in on one of the procedures?
Nope.
We got a redo coming.
I like how you guys scrub in, though. I like watching doctors do that. I'm like, oh, I could wash like that.
You do the sides of the hands.
Sides of the hands. How long does that should take?
I think it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
Yeah, scrubbing in. So you're removing what is it? A cyst from his
pilonidal cyst.
Oh,
I think he's got I think he has a cyst tract too.
Oh my God. Oh boy.
Yeah. Well, let's leave everyone with a few thoughts about the Rational Revolution.
Okay,
the Rational Revolution is coming. There will be propagandistic shirts to represent the images of your leaders of the Rational Revolution. And they will be positioned along with the other great leaders of revolution. We need a slogan for the Rational Revolution.
I know. I'm on it. It's got to be something about what people are really saying behind closed doors. And they're not saying it in public. You're afraid to say what the truth is right now.
Okay, so
there's a middle ground. There's a fucking middle.
Got to say something about the truth.
Middle.
The truth. It's trying to approximate the truth, trying to get to the truth,
which is now considered not possible.
I understand, which is the problem. Truth. Maybe we can we get 3 words like truth.
Yeah.
Like the Superman had.
Yeah,
Superman.
Justice the American way.
Right.
Maybe that's what it is.
Maybe.
It kind of is.
We need a different word for justice, I think.
I still believe in the American way. I still believe in a democracy. I still think it's salvageable, man.
It's all. Who's going to be making this vanguard for us?
We're putting it out there. It's going to come. It's like the field of dreams. You've just mentioned it. If you build it,
you guys know what I'm talking about. The heads of the great European leaders.
Yes.
And I want Christina as a Hungarian male, a little more jaw. And she has this almost Da Vinci has a partially finished picture where one of the saints is doing this. And
I love that.
Yeah. And we just put her face on that picture.
Please.
If you could do that for me. I've seen other stuff with your face on things.
Yeah, well, you put it out there.
And then we need a slogan, and we need propaganda.
We need propaganda. You're right. It's got to look good for people to get on board.
And we need to. We're just trying to heal.
Yeah. We need to. I believe in togetherness. I like the unifying forces.
I do too.
Yeah.
Forces. It's a force. Wouldn't it be a force? That's another good word.
Yeah.
Good words like that. Force and
justice. And thinking, thoughts, rational, thought-provoking.
Well, join us next week.
Jeans.
Jeans. And jeans. At the we have so many incredibly, insanely creative people out there. We look to you for this. So next on what do you call your studio? Studio Mommy?
Studio Jeans.
Studio Jeans. We'll see you next week.
All conversations and information exchanged during participation in the Dr. Drew After Dark podcast or interaction on the drdrew.com website is intended for educational and entertainment purposes only. Do not confuse this with treatment or physician medical advice or direction per se. You must always follow your medical professional's advice and direction. Nothing on these podcasts or posted on this site supplements or supersedes the relationship and direction of your medical caretakers. Please understand, I am not playing the role of physician in this environment per se. I'm educating. I am a licensed physician with specialty boards in American Board of Internal Medicine and American Board of Addiction Medicine.